Hmm. I can't say that I expected to see you here. How did you know it was me? Hmm. Well, I suppose I can't be too surprised now, can I? I recognized you from the moment you stepped foot through those doors. I should only expect that you should be able to do the same with me. It's not as if a mask and a fancy outfit can hide the things that matter. No costume can hide the way someone holds themselves, nor the way they move, or the way they speak. Nor, in your case, can a mask hide the way you stand at the edge of the room, glare out at everyone, as if they might try to stage an attack at any moment. Yes, yes, I did say glaring. Because you are glaring. I know you. I don't need to see under your mask to know that you are glaring. It is rather obvious. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. The way you're standing, the way your head is positioned, the way you're holding your shoulders. It's clear as day. Ah, now you're glaring at me. And yes, that is most definitely glaring. No response. I know that you're a quiet person by nature, but in this instance, your silence sounds like defeat. If you remain silent, I will continue to assume that you have accepted your defeat. Oh, careful with that glare of yours. I've seen swords with less ability to cut me than your eyes. No, I'd imagined that the sword at your hip could cut me rather quicker than your eyes, but it's the burning pain that hurts the most, and the way that you look at me. But I didn't come over here just so you could glare at me. No. No, I actually came over here because there is something that I wanted to discuss with you. I believe you know exactly what I am referring to. Nothing to talk about. There's nothing to talk about. Are you joking? Do you truly think that I wouldn't ask you about... Hi. Hello. Can we help you? A dance? Thank you. I appreciate the offer, but I'm afraid that I must decline. The Bright Blade and I were just... Oh. You wanted to dance with the Bright Blade, I see. Well, I suppose that it is for the Bright Blade to... I did. Yes, I did, right. Yes, I did just invite the Bright Blade to dance with me, and they accepted. Yes, they accepted. We got so lost in the conversation that I forgot why I came over here in the first place. Oh, I am sorry, dear Noble. Better luck next time. And we make a clean escape. So where are we going? Oh. We are actually going to dance. Oh, no, I do not mind at all. I simply did not expect that you actually wanted to dance with me. You're right. If that noble were to see you not dancing with me after turning them down, it might reflect poorly on your kingdom. Hmm? Oh, I just thought about how odd it is to see you considering things like reputation. Things like that never crossed your mind before. Back when we were in wait. Oh, hello! Oh, hells, what was that for? Mm. Ah, right. No one can know that you and the twice dead were. Wait. Hmm? No. I am not afraid of people finding out about my time as a wayward. Did you not hear? I guess no one has said anything out of fear of ruining my reputation. But it's not as if you could judge me for my past, could you? When I returned to Concurious, I hadn't known that the reputation of the Waywards had become so tainted. Well, I know we weren't exactly praised and adored before. I realized that many people thought they were the ones that kidnapped me. The former heir of Concurious, as well as killing the ruler of Vienne. There were a few other heinous things they accused us of, but no one was quite certain on those. Before I knew any of that, I told everyone that I was a wayward. I spoke openly about it. I spoke about it to Assylian and the court, explaining the situation. However, despite everything I told them, they did not believe me. They said nothing to me about thinking that I was lying, but I could see it in their eyes. Assylian was the worst of them all. All that time with that worried smile. Now, though, I think that Assylian is beginning to realize that I was telling the truth. Assylian, my youngest sibling, the star-cursed. They were the one who held the crown before I returned and was declared the true ruler. Do you not remember? I forget myself. You're not exactly what I'd call a diplomat. Learning names and titles isn't exactly a part of your expertise, now is it? And so it seems neither is dancing. If you haven't seen you in a fight before, I'd say you never learned your left foot from your right. Surely you remember how to dance, yes? I spent more than a decent amount of time trying to teach you how. It truly is not that hard. Oh, but it isn't. It is just dancing. Here, follow my lead. You know what I've realized just now? I have you trapped. Trapped by societal norms. Since you can walk away at any moment, but since doing so might cause embarrassment towards your sovereign, I doubt you will. Oh, but you know I'm right. You may not play these social games like I do, but we both know that leaving a dance after denying a dance with someone else would send rumors running through the mill. And right now, with all those gossips beginning to wonder about the past of your sovereign, I'd say that drawing more attention to Losoria would be an ill-advised move. Exactly. So, as I said, you are trapped. Which, funnily enough, is what I wanted to talk to you about earlier. Being trapped, that is. Or maybe that isn't a good term for it. Captured is a better word. Don't you think? Yes. Back then, I was captured and held captive in the dungeons of Losoria. A rather odd situation for a royal to be in, certainly. But there's been accounts of such happening. However, I've hardly ever heard of one escaping after being captured. In fact, I believe that I might be the first case that I've ever heard of where a royal not only escaped, but was in the attendance of a wedding in a neighboring kingdom only 1 week later. Bizarre, isn't it? It certainly was to me, especially since I was released against the wishes of the twice dead. And the strangest part, the thing that confuses me the most is that I know you are the one who released me. Oh, don't you deny it. I know it was you. You may be able to trick everyone else, but I know you. I know that it was you that night. You were the one in the mask who freed me from the cell. You guided me to the outskirts of the kingdom. No interrupting when I'm talking. You know how much I love to hear myself talk. As I was saying, I know that you were the masked stranger who released me that night. I know you were the one who unlocked the door and led me through all those dark alleys until we reached the forest at the edge of the kingdom. I could tell your masculine fear anywhere. I know it was you who had set me free. Oh, but I do know. I am certain of it. It is as I said earlier, a mask cannot hide the pattern of your walk, or the way your hands rest on the hilt of your sword. A mask can't hide the way you move, can't cover every instinct ingrained in your mind and body alike. A mask does nothing besides cover your face. My dear bright blade, if I only knew by your face, I'd consider myself the most pathetic type of lovesick fool. There may be many things in this world that I don't care about. I don't care about enough to know beyond what meets the eye, but you are so deeply ingrained in every part of my life and in every part of me that I could never be so shallow with you. My heart simply will not allow it. It's what is in my mind that I tell you that I know without even a slightest trace of doubt that I know it was you. You can say whatever you want, but there is nothing in this world that can disguise you from me. I know that it was you who had rescued me. And now the question I have for you is why? Why did you set me free knowing that your sovereign wanted me captured? You can't just stay quiet about this forever. I am not going to leave without answers. You are far too stubborn sometimes, and you know that. Yes, takes one to know one. You're very funny, but do not try to change the subject. Why did you release me? Because I want to know. You went out of your way to disobey your sovereign and set me free. That went against everything you had done up until that point. You must have had some reason of doing so, and my lovesick heart wants me to believe that your reason must be that you have feelings toward me as well. So, I need you to tell me what your actual reason was before my heart gets the better of my head. Please. It can't happen because it will make me more infatuated with you than I already am. Of course I'm still in love with you. Did you think after everything that I said it would just go away like that? No, they didn't. And that is why I need to know your reasons for releasing me. To prevent a war. Ah. Yes, that does make sense. A war could break out soon, given the relationship between our people, as well as the twice-dead crown and I. We aren't exactly allies at this point, are they? But perhaps they could be. I mean, there is a simple solution to ease the tensions between our kingdoms. Well, if I were to propose to you, Losoria and Cancerius would enter an alliance and the risk of war would be eliminated. Yes, as in marriage. I wouldn't force you to fulfill the romantic parts of the marriage, though I will not lie and say that I would be thrilled if you developed such feelings toward me. But so long as we are together again, that would be more than enough. As much as I despise your sovereign, I'm sure that if you would agree to marrying me, they would be willing to hear you out, not to mention such a powerful alliance would be something for them to consider, given how beneficial a trade system between our kingdoms would be. Given how many upsides there are to such an agreement, I think it would be a wonderful arrangement. So will you marry me? Not of high enough standing. You are the bright blade, Losoria's infamous executioner, in the right hand of the twice-dead crown. Your reputation is widely renowned and widely respected. I highly doubt anyone would claim that you are not worthy of marrying me. Foolish. But it was an honest suggestion. Yes, I suppose it is a reckless idea, but I truly want you at my side, and I do not want to wait any longer. No. No, you're right. I was only thinking of what I had wanted, and not of what you had wanted. I did not offer any solutions or compromises. I just demanded that you join me. For that I am very sorry. You were right about what you said when we talked last. I am more reckless than I should be. And I see that now. I can also be incredibly inconsiderate, which is particularly shameful in regards to you. Since I claim to love you as much as I do, and I do. I love you like my heart is in your hand, and it's only you that keeps it steady. However, I should love you enough to think of your wants and to prioritize them. But my own desires blinded me. I shouldn't have suggested the things that I did, and I'm truly sorry. You've forgiven me so soon. Ah, yes. I suppose you do have to pay me back for that little capturing incident somehow. Though I don't think that forgiving me for this single incident makes up for the fact that you held me captive. True, you were not the one that ordered me to be taken, and you did set me free, disobeying your orders, even though it meant disobeying your sovereign. I suppose that makes us even, though it's a murky deadlock, isn't it? Just as it always used to be. Do you remember how we used to be? When we were still waywards, always teasing each other and competing to see who was the better archer, the fastest runner, strongest swordsman. We were always tied. Every time, just barely, with each of us being skilled in a way that the other wasn't. I never could best you in a sword fight. But you cannot deny that I had better aim than you ever did. Oh, why that sounds like a challenge. Dear bright blade, are you challenging me? A challenge like that issued at such a formal event? Oh, the scandal. What would your people think? The infamously diplomatic, peaceful executioner behaving so brutishly. Hey, that time you stepped on my foot on purpose. What? You didn't think I'd do the same to you? Well, then you clearly aren't. Quit trying to step on my foot again. You are being an absolute fiend. Oh, quit laughing. People are starting to look at us. Oh. Hells. I've missed this. Just being with you like this, I can't even explain how good it feels to talk to you like this again. I miss how it used to be, when it was just us and whatever mission we were on. Sometimes I wish we could have stayed like that forever. Yes. Yes, I do know. Times go on and change must come with it. There's no use in fighting the change. But I can't help my wanting. Even if those wants could never come to pass, my dreams may only ever remain dreams. But they're still nice to think about. Don't you have dreams? No? No, you don't have dreams? I don't believe you. Everyone has dreams. You prefer to live in reality. That is the most ridiculous. Oh, pardon us. Here, move closer to me so we don't bump into anyone else. Oh. No, sorry, I'm fine. It's just been so long since we've been this close. I suppose it caught me off guard for a moment. What was I going to say about what? Ah, you're right. You know, I suppose that there might be some benefits to your way of thinking. There are many moments in this world that are better than dreams could ever be. And this is one of them. You agree? Dear bright blade, I am begging you to not say such things. You don't know what you're doing to my heart. Please, just let me enjoy this moment and the person I am spending it with. It appears that our dance has come to an end. Then I will see you some other time. Wait. Sorry. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be so indecisive, but please don't go. Dance with me for just a while longer. After tonight, I don't know when I will see you next, and I please. Thank you. If a marriage proposal is too soon for you now, then I understand, and I can accept that. However, I cannot help myself, and I must ask, is there a chance that someday you might accept an offer of courtship from me? Well then, for now I am content with dancing. So long as I have you near, even for a moment, it will give me something to hold on to when we are apart again. It might be a bit early to ask, but could we possibly share the next dance as well?